thoughts shape our reality because they influence how we feel about our reality and how we respond to our reality. Thoughts are incredibly powerful. Take extra care in how you nurture your mind and energy because everything flows from there. Take a deep breath and relax your body. If you truly pay attention, there is abundance all around. Think of the abundance of leaves on a tree, the abundance of fruits that are in season. The more you see it, the more you'll see it. That's the beauty and reality of this abundant universe. To nurture an abundance mindset, listen to this audio every day for 21 days, ideally right before you sleep or right when you wake up, as that is when your brain is more open to receiving. I will repeat each affirmation twice and then give you time to repeat after me. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am always taken care of. I am always taken care of. I am protected. I am protected. My life is abundant and beautiful. My life is abundant and beautiful. I attract endless opportunity. I attract endless opportunity. I am confident. I am confident. I am powerful. I am powerful. I deserve all that I desire. I deserve all that I desire. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. I am resourceful. I am resourceful. I am capable. I am capable. I always have what I need. I always have what I need. I have enough. I have more than enough. I have enough. I have more than enough. I am attracting the perfect opportunities for me. I am attracting the perfect opportunities for me. I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of prosperity. I am worthy of prosperity. I am patient and relaxed, knowing it will come. I am patient and relaxed, knowing it will come. I trust in the timing of the universe. I trust in the timing of the universe. I attract abundance with ease. I attract abundance with ease. I am grateful for all the money I have. I am grateful for all the money I have. I am so proud of how far I've come. I am so proud of how far I've come. I naturally attract money and opportunity. I naturally attract money and opportunity. There is always more on the way. There is always more on the way. Attracting money is fun and easy. Attracting money is fun and easy. Money comes when I am joyful and relaxed. Money comes when I am joyful and relaxed. Everything I desire is already mine. Everything I desire is already mine. I am safe. I am safe. I am whole. I am whole.
My goodness. Hi, everybody. Can everyone hear me? Thumbs up, hi, a comment, anything. Yay. Thank you so much. I am so excited for today's session. I've always wanted to do this, but I felt like I'm not worthy. There's big content creators out there, and I watched one of the content creators who is so big, and I remember thinking to myself, gosh, if I could record or I could create such a program, but I'm not as big. I'm not a millionaire, if I should put it that way. Yes, I've made millions in sales, but I'm not a millionaire. So I didn't feel worthy up until someone actually said, Norma, I learned the best from someone who's just above me. I don't learn the best from someone who's already reached, the levels. And I was like, oh, that's so true. That's so true. Maybe I could offer offer information just so you hit your first 10,000 a month without, being in a job. Maybe I could just offer that, what I'm currently doing, where I just have enough to pay my bills, but I don't have to worry about going to work. And maybe that's all you want. And I started this journey while I was in a full-time job. So when I was in my full-time job and I was earning an extra bit of money, it was so nice. And maybe just teaching you that is what is going to change your life. And then you can always branch off to, bigger creators when you want to scale, or obviously we can grow together. But yeah, this is why I'm excited, because I have a lot to share. And for a long time, I felt like I really want to share, but I felt like I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not a big content creator, so I'm not worth it. So now I'm just I'm excited so much. I'm really hoping that this presentation is not going to go more than an hour and a half. And I tried my best. I tried my best to keep it there. So I'm going to start sharing the screen and just let me know if you guys can see it. Okay, so I am recording this. So I did ask if everyone could please mute it, because I'm going to send it back to you so that you can rewatch it. It's going to be very interactive. But yeah, let's get into it. I hope you've got your notebooks. There's going to be a lot of notes taken down. If you don't mind, in the chat, can someone add if they've started a business before online? Or you're just a complete beginner? Add beginner if you are. Add if I've tried. Just add whatever. I just want to see, who am I working with? Has anyone heard of digital products? Okay, yes, I've tried. Don't be afraid to just add it in there. Tried, complete beginner. And then I know exactly what am I working with and what I need to, what tutorials you want to see. Yes, I've tried. Yes, I've tried. And what has stopped you? What's the fear? What has prevented you from keep going? Okay, and as a beginner, what has really stopped you when you started trying? Complete beginner, Tabile. What has actually stopped you? I'm just interested to see. I want to share my story as well. Marketing on social media. Limiting yourself, okay? Yeah. Yeah, those are scary. You can just imagine like marketing, there's family, there's friends, there's people who you feel like are going to judge you. Yeah, doubting my abilities. Yeah, that's doubt. I still struggle with doubt, self doubt. But doubt is what like stopped me from starting my YouTube channel a long time ago. A long time ago. I started my channel a long time ago. Like I remember being in university and thinking, I want to actually record videos for YouTube. And I wish I did, because the whole journey of me going overseas and, while I was single and meeting my husband Floyd, Skylar, and all of that, it was all going to be on YouTube. So I doubted myself, and I would have started a long time ago if I believed in myself. I'm going to close the door because KB and Skylar just came back from their walk. Thank you. Okay, so basically today we're going to touch on not the last one. We're going to touch on the introduction of what today's about. What does it mean when I say think like a CEO? What do I actually mean about that? I'm going to talk a little bit about me. I recorded a whole YouTube video, so the whole story is there. But here we're going to talk about a little bit about my success and what I went through and how I started my journey in this business. And mindset, of course, that is basically today's theme. I don't want you to stress yourself on creating content right now. I don't want you to stress yourself on creating the product right now, even though we're going to get into it. But we have to work with what's in here first. Your inner self first is what we need to work with. So mindset is a big one. We're then going to talk about the platforms that are important to have. So you're going to write those down so that you can start downloading them and, having them on your phone or your laptop or your iPad, whatever you're using. The strategic plan that you need to have with each and every content and each and every product that you create. There is an actual strategic plan. Every CEO has a plan. No one is just winging it. So we're going to get into that. Ikigai, your CEO calendar, that's important. Again, it works hand in hand with the strategic plan. And then the homework that you're going to be doing for the next 7 days. And then we're going to meet again next week, Friday, for our next session. Okay, so why think like a CEO? And why is the theme choice versus chance? I think the one thing I wanted to emphasize there is this is a choice. You've made a choice. You've spent a lot of money. This is serious. You didn't just, oh, okay, it's just by chance that I fell into this webinar, into this masterclass. No, you actually did. You made a choice. So I want you to make a choice after this as well on what are you doing with your time, which is what we're going to get into, which is the CEO calendar is about. And I don't know if you got your workbooks. You probably saw a little bit of my calendar there. And if you haven't, that's fine. I'll resend it, where you need to make a choice every single day on how you want to show up and who you want to show up as. So that's why the theme is choice versus chance. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is by accident. It is all an intention. You cannot tell me that any millionaire that we know right now just accidentally became a millionaire. You can, as I said on my YouTube video, you can accidentally go viral. Like I didn't even edit that video and it went viral. That's, wow, it just happened by chance. But that's not how it's meant to be every single day, every single time you're trying to make a sale or you are trying to get your own membership or whatever it is. It's not going to be by chance. It is actually a choice with every single decision that you make. So we're going to be making decisions according to who we want to be, not who we currently are, if that makes sense. So the first step, as I just mentioned, everything is about making a decision, not an accident. God has given us the power to create wealth. I want you to use it. That is on Deuteronomy 8:28, I think, where it says God gave us the power. A lot of, especially Christians, sit down and expect wealth to just fall in their lap. It doesn't work like that. I don't like there is no accident. It's literally you using the power that God has created it and trusting it that because God, you gave me this power, I'm going to use it. And I trust that you will meet me halfway as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, God will see your intention. It says faith without works is dead. So you have the faith, but you're not showing the work. You need to show the work. And the best way to know what you need to do is by getting into a group like this, is by having someone who can show you, hey, this is what worked for me. Try it as well. So we're going to be making decisions as our CEO selves. Who are you as a CEO? What decisions would you be making? Well, how will you be using your time? That's what we're going to be start doing from now on up until the end of the year, basically. And you will see results. There's no other way. Literally, there's no other way. If you're going to make a decision every single day that you're pouring into your CEO cup, you will see results. And I'm saying that because it happened with me. But we're going to get into what are the decisions and how can you use your time wisely and be productive, not busy, but productive. Number 2, thinking like a CEO is all about investing. And I'm going to put it into money for now, and then I'll get into what I mean when I say yourself and in your business. When it comes to money as a financial planner, I get a lot of clients who invest their money. As they put in their money, doesn't mean they're going to get their return now. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It is actually investing, planting a seed, and then hoping that their tree will grow and produce good fruit. I always say that, producing good, fruitful fruit. So it's the same mindset that I want you to have, that every single work that you're doing right now, even if you're not seeing the results, it is an investment. It is, you're planting a seed. There's a saying, it's actually a Bible verse, you reap what you sow. So why not sow good seeds? So you're going to invest, plant really good seeds. Let me see. Yes, everything is recorded. Don't worry. All the replays are going to be sent to you, and you'll have access to it forever. But yes, we are going to be investing in ourselves. So what I mean by ourselves, in our character. There are habits that we are doing right now that are working against who we're trying to be, who we're trying to reach. Maybe it's procrastination. Maybe it's laziness, maybe it's comparing yourself, whatever it is, there are some things that we are doing right now that are preventing and hindering our growth in becoming a future CEO. So we need to change that by changing our night routine, our morning routines. If you have an 8 to 5 job, changing your 5 to 9 routine. What is it that you do after 5 when you come back home? Okay, let's add an hour there that is dedicated to future you. So just things like that. You're going to be very intentional and investing in yourself and building that character. And then investing in your business. So we're still going to talk about those kind of things. So it can be financially, but it also can be through content. It can be through, I always talk about my videos that I recorded for YouTube before I got monetized. I recorded videos on YouTube consistently before I got monetized. I don't know if there's anyone here who used to watch me before I got monetized, which is before 2023 November. I used to post consistently from 2021, the whole of 2022, and then 2023 up until November when I got monetized. And when I got monetized, I didn't get paid instantly, because Google has to send you like some letter that says welcome with a PIN code, whatever. And I don't know what's up with our post office here in South Africa. I got that letter like in February. It took forever. And then I got my first paycheck, which was like 1,100 Rand or whatever. But now the videos that I recorded back then before I got monetized make me money now. Because now all my content is now monetized. So I invested in current me. So right now I am self-employed. I'm no longer working a full-time job, and I get paid from YouTube, from videos that I'm recording now, but also from videos that people are finding that I recorded long time ago that are now making me money because they have ads on them now. And that's what I mean. You're going to be creating products, digital products, and maybe they're not going to sell right now. And one day one video is going to go viral or something's going to happen, and people will just go into your shop and find all your other stuff that you have created and get interested. Like, I want that. I want that. Oh, I want that. Oh, you've also got a program. Oh, you've also got a mentorship. Can I join? And then it just becomes a ripple effect after that, because you invested in yourself and in your business now. Number 3, I want you to embrace your uniqueness. Stop comparing yourself. I got this from Emma Grede. I don't know if you know Emma Grede. She is a co-founder of Good American. She's my favorite. She's my favorite, and I'll tell you why she's my favorite. And I put on my vision board at the beginning of the year. I don't know if you watched my vision board video on YouTube. She's my favorite because she is a wife and a mom and a very hardworking business owner. And she says there is no balance. There is just trade-offs, and you can have it all, but not all the time. And I was like, oh my God, I found someone who gets it. Like, I found someone who actually gets it, that as a woman, you can be a wife, you can be a mom, but you also can be a successful business owner. Like, a lot of people online that are, moms and, like me, they like to kind of dampen the spirit of women who really want to be successful in business, even men actually. And they be like, no, like, you should be focusing on being a mom. And, I am focusing on being a mom, but it doesn't mean that now I've got nothing else to do. Like, I've got no dreams, so I love her so much. And I love that she said this, that embrace your uniqueness. Your story is not going to be the same as someone else. And the fact that there is no one else that is you, that is your superpower. And the thing is, we like to compare ourselves. We like to, look at someone else who's doing what you want to do and then feel like it will never happen to you. So you immediately dim your light because of how their light is so bright according to your lens. They probably feel like their light is dim because they're comparing themselves with someone else. We are constantly, mirrors, we're not supposed to be invented, because we're not supposed to be like looking at ourselves and comparing ourselves. We're supposed to be looking at other people looking at us anyways. But now obviously there's mirrors, and we get so judgmental of ourselves, and we look down on ourselves when the goal was for us to help each other. That's why God created a helper for Adam, so that we can help each other. And God didn't give us the same vision, the same talent, so that we can help each other. If you need something, you go to someone else, and if they need something that you offer, they come to you. And in this 6 weeks, in this whole boot camp, I'm going to help you find what is it that you can offer. What is your magic? What is the magic inside of you? Which is our second session next week, Friday. Finding that magic inside of you. Once you find it, nothing else will stop you. Nothing else will stop you. And I cannot wait for us to get there. So embrace your uniqueness. That's your superpower. Don't compare yourself, and don't copy anyone. Get inspired, but don't copy anyone. An original is always more expensive than a copy. And the last one is to please accept realistic results. We are building a business. We are not, I know there's digital marketing. First of all, I don't even please don't get scammed, guys. When people say, I'm going to create this course and then you can just resell it. It's like you're just getting another job and reselling something that you're not even that passionate about. And it becomes like a pyramid scheme thing. No, you are creating your product, what you offer. What is it that Nomazdiary offers? What do I offer? This is my product. This is my hard work. And I might not see the results now, but I don't mind pouring into this cup because I love it, because we're going to find the magic and the uniqueness about it, which is going to be in our second session. We are building a business. We are not just trying to get overnight success. It's not a lottery. We are not filling in some numbers and scratching and hoping for the best. No, we're actually built, we're going to treat this like a business. And when you treat it like a business, just how you show up in your 8 to 5 job and you treat it with, you're serious about it, it's going to pay you. I want you to have the exact same effort for what we are going to be doing here, but I want you to expect realistic results. And I want you to be patient and celebrate every single progress. So if you recorded a video, if you created a product, if you listed one, if you made a small sale, celebrate every single progress. And I'm going to share my numbers as well. No one is better than you. According to you, maybe you can look at someone and be like, oh, you are better than me, but there is no other you. And that's it. The goal is to get better than the person you were yesterday. You always have to be growing, but it is an internal battle. It's not like you're fighting to compete with someone else. No, it's just you're fighting you. Like, okay, I'm not happy with how my life is right now. I need to actually kill the old self and rebirth a new self. Like, there's no other way. That's why we had to go into the water and be washed to be reborn as Christians, because God wanted us to be a new version and get rid of the laws and get rid of like how I needed to work so hard to be accepted by God. No, God has given you the grace already. So you need to be a reborn. Like, it's the same mindset with this one as well. Okay, so that's thinking like a CEO. I feel like I've already tapped in. Who's writing notes? Okay, let's get to know me. I'm Norma. There's nothing special about me. I am a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a finance coach, personal finance, and I am a financial planner. I've been self-employed for 1 year and 3 months already. I made that through AI, just showing you the power of AI. So I'm going to tap into those as well later into the course. But what I want to show you here is you could be looking at me and saying, oh, I want to be like that. I want to do it like that. I want you to know that I am also juggling everything. I am also juggling everything. So if you feel like I don't have enough time, Norma, I'm a mom, I don't have enough time, I'm a wife, I am also doing it. There's other people also doing it. Maybe they have the help, like, for example, the Kardashians and stuff. They are also moms or whatever, but they have the help. But we can do it as well. We can do it as well. I juggled my full-time job and starting a business. So if you are in a full-time job, you can do it. I promise you. I promise you. You just have to be intentional and think like a CEO, no longer think like an employee, no longer, you need to unlearn that mindset. It's not easy. But you need to unlearn that mindset of, I am just working and I'm waiting for the 25th to receive money. You need to start saying, I'm going to post every single day and hopefully I'll get money that will come in during the week. You need to change the mindset of getting paid once a month through a certain person. It has to get to the point. My old boss actually said that to me. She said, no, it was a he before the she came in. It was a he. He said, Norma, I think you're starting to treat this job like your side hustle. He actually said that to me. I think he saw, and it was just before I left. So I was quite quitting. I was quite quitting. So it was just before I left. He could see now I just come in the office, do what I need to do, and go. Before, when I started, I used to come in, work overtime, want to be the first one to do this, just always onto it. But now I think another mistake that I did was having my colleagues follow me on Instagram. Yeah, so they saw the growth, they saw how much I put in, the work I put in during the weekends, and my boss said to me, you are it feels like this job is now your side hustle. Because when he hired me, he knew I had a side hustle. He knew I had a YouTube channel. And when he said that to me, it's like, this is now a side hustle. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, it is. My job is now my side hustle. And that's what it needs to get to. It has to get to a point where this business is going to replace your salary and you're going to start pouring more because there's no cap. There's no cap on how much you can make a month. If you just pour more into what you love, you can make 6 figures in a month. You could make so much money in a month. You never know. You could be one video away from your life changing. A lot can happen. A lot can happen with this business that you're going to start looking at your job like just pocket change, I'm just there because it's more stable. I know on the 25th something will come in, but this will change everything. And especially because you can do this. Like, I think I work like 10 hours a week on Nomazdiary. And then after that, I am doing my financial planning and coaching and stuff. And then I'm a mom and I'm a wife. And I'm making the same as someone who's working a full-time job, probably even more. It is possible, and I'm not bragging. I'm just literally a testimony of someone who doesn't have a big network. You've never seen me post friends, right? If you look at my stories, you've never seen me be like, oh, I'm out for brunch with my friends or whatever. After I left university, I went straight overseas. I was there for 5 years. I met my husband. I had my child there. I came back 2020. COVID happened. I don't have a big circle. I'm an only child. I don't have, you can't say, oh, Noma was famous or she knew, the right people. I didn't. But it's still possible, and I'm going to teach you how. These are the brands I've worked with. And again, I'm very selective with brands. I don't like posting just because I need to post. I post because I want to share value. And these brands, I accepted them because of I genuinely use Time Bank. I moved from FNB to Standard Bank. I still have my FNB card, but I've moved to Standard Bank. Telkom, I use Telkom, and they had such an amazing deal for entrepreneurs with Telkom. It was like 400 Rand for a laptop with 70 gigs a month or something like that. So that was a good deal. I was like, okay, that I could, promote that. It makes sense. And Postmates was about your credit reports and stuff, which is obviously what I'm all about. So I've declined quite a lot of brands because they don't align with me. But this is not the only way to make money when you are a content creator. And some of you are probably not even going to be content creators. So I don't want you to think, oh gosh, I'm going to have to record a lot of videos. No, I don't want you to worry about that. But this is good income when brands start reaching out to you. Full disclosure, for example, with Time Bank, which I worked with, was it a year ago? 2023? I think it was 2023. If not last year, it was 2023. And they paid me 30K for one minute video. 1 minute. And in my full-time job, I used to take home 18,000. And now one minute video pays me 30. So that's just a bit of the possibilities of what's out there. Obviously, they do look at, I think you qualify for like 30K once you have over a certain amount of followers. They look at those kind of things. But that's just to let you know that there's money out there. But that's not the only way, because not everyone wants to post content and and do all of that. This is the money I made, and this is last year. I didn't share anything for this year because I wanted to show you that I did it with a full-time job. This is during Black Friday. As you can see, the BF over there. We are made 80K in 1 month. 80K in 1 month. No job has paid me that. and only when I was overseas. Then in 3 months, so in 90 days, I've made 6 figures, so 200,000 Rand. And in 12 months, I made 700,000. This was all last year. So that's just to show you it's possible. And if no one buys from your shop, so if someone goes onto your Shopify or whatever, you can put ads. You can put ads on your shop, and if no one buys, you still make money. So I also get paid from ads. We've got YouTube ads. This is the revenue. What was this? December, January. What was this? Like 2 months, I think. 3 months or 2 months, I think. $183. How much is that? Let's calculate it. I've got my phone over here. So $183 in rands. So that's 3,000 Rand. And it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. And if people just watch my videos, that's how much I would make in like December. I'm guessing that's 1 month. Because you get paid, YouTube pays you on the 21st, on the 22nd of every month. So I'm guessing, I looked at the 22nd of December till the 22nd of Jan, So 3,000, not bad. And then there's also your website ads. So if you have a website, I don't know if you've seen on my website, there's ads. I've removed them. I removed them now because they were driving me mad. I need to fix them. But there's ads on your website. And if you just go there to look at the bootcamp and you don't buy, which is perfectly fine because maybe it wasn't in your budget or whatever, I still make money. You still make money. So people with blogs, any writers here? If you're a writer, maybe you write about politics or whatever, I don't recommend that. But if you do, then put it in a website that you're going to pay a domain on GoDaddy that you pay once a year. I think my domain is like 400 Rand for 12 months or whatever. I can't remember. I'm going to find the information when we go into our web settings. And, And you just put ads over there. You put ads, and I'll show you how to put ads as well. And in one day, look at that. Today, 167 Rand. In one day. That's amazing. I didn't do anything. Someone just went there, they saw that I've got a masterclass or the BFFs, or I wrote something about retirement, and they went there to go read about it or get the retirement calculator, and I made 167 Rand. The day before yesterday, I had made 532 Rand in one day. In the month, last pay was 1.8. Like, this is not bragging. I'm showing you how it's possible to make money from home. And a lot of people don't talk about this, or they don't know. Or some content creators just leave it out, which I understand or whatever, it's fine. But I'm just trying to show you that we're going to create products, but if no one is buying them, but they're looking at them, we're going to make sure there is ways for you to make money through ads. And also other ways, which I'm going to get into. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. I hope that has kind of pumped you up that, okay, I could do this. It's possible. There is money out there without, looking for just a job. You don't want to have 2 jobs. I don't want you to ever want to have 2 jobs. No. So how to get started? First of all, I want you to understand what is a digital product. It's not digital marketing. There is marketing part of it, but you are not selling a digital marketing product. You are selling your digital product. So basically, in the most basic way, you know me, I like explaining things in the most basic way. It is selling a product online that is not physical. So you know how I have BFFs? I've got my BFFs right here. I don't know who's my OG BFF buyers. Who remembers these? These are my BFFs. I'm currently. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm gonna get muted. I'm gonna mute. Remember, guys, I'm gonna send you guys this. So I'm currently working on a BFF for 2026. So I pull out all the BFFs and I like compare and I see what worked, what didn't, and things like that. That's a physical item. That's a physical item. But it does solve people's problems. Now, I want us to focus on a digital product. So it can be the BFF, but a PDF version that someone gets instantly. So it has an instant download, like this course. When you got the course, everything, like you got an instant download that showed you where to find the hub, the WhatsApp group, the this, the that. Everything is just there. How to get access to me and all of that, like my spreadsheets. When someone buys my spreadsheets, they get the spreadsheet, they get the instructions on how to use the spreadsheet. So that is a digital product, and it can potentially be the best way to make passive income. For me, it has been the best way to make passive income, and for a lot of people that I know that sell digital products as well say the same thing. Okay, so that's basically what I want you to know before we actually get started. That is a digital product. Now, what platforms do you need for your digital product and for your digital product to be able to smoothly go from you to your clients to how they use it? Like, there's 3 steps. You make it and list it. They see your video or they see the product, they buy it, and they want to have access to it. When you got this course or when you enrolled into the mentorship program, you saw a link, you clicked on it, or you commented now, or you commented join, or whatever it is, you clicked on it, it sent you into Shopify, you purchased it, it sent you a PDF, and it had everything that you needed to do after that, and now you are here. So these are the platforms that are going to make all of that possible. Hands down, number 1 is Canva. Write it down. Who has Canva here? I know Nondoza has Canva because I've done her budget. Okay, we all have Canva. Number 1 is Canva. You can use the free or the pro. We're going to dive deep into Canva a little bit on our third live. Yeah, but have Canva. And it's going to be fun when we get into it. Number 2 is Shopify. But Etsy is what I want us to start with. And let me explain why I'm saying Etsy. Okay, first of all, it's where I started. But also, I don't want you to tell anyone you know about your product. I want your orders to be organic. I don't want people going into your website and messing up with your conversion rate, because Etsy will get a signal that people are going into your shop and not buying. So I want it to be a secret. I want it to be private, and also it's going to take off the pressure from you as well when people don't know. And I want you to try and keep it as private as possible. I want you to create a new Instagram for this. But we're going to do more when we talk about on the third session. I'm going to show you how to create your Instagram, your bio, the picture, which picture to use, how to make it look professional, and for people to take you serious, and what people actually look for when they go to Instagram that makes them follow you and all of that. But I want you to create a whole new Instagram. And I don't know if you guys know, I've got like a personal Instagram and a professional Instagram. I also got told by my mentor back then, like, because I was struggling. I had a YouTube channel and I had these amazing digital products that I've created, and I was using Etsy as well. And I was promoting it on Instagram, and no one was supporting. And you would see that people would people would watch and not like. That's your family and friends. This is me. I'm going to be that sister that's just going to tell it like it is. Friends and family are going to be the worst people. They're not going to support you. Strangers are going to support you. That's just, if you want to treat it like a business, don't expect friends and family to support you, and don't take it to heart. Like, I struggled with it. I was like, why are people just going to my Etsy shop? Because I could see the traffic, and you'll see when we start getting into it, you'll see the traffic, but then like there's no conversions, no sale. But now it's sending a signal to the algorithm, to Etsy, that people don't like what they see. So it messed up with my shop. Really messed up with my shop. And then that's when I just cut it and I created a whole new Etsy, and then I just kept it organic with a whole new Instagram. And that's when I started seeing sales, because people who were finding my products were interested, so they would buy it. And yeah, Etsy pushed my stuff and showed it to more people. And I ended up making 57 sales in total, which I will show you actually in my Etsy shop. So we're going to focus on Etsy first. We'll move on to Shopify later, but I want us to focus on Etsy first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also upload a video of how to list your stuff on Etsy, but I'm not going to do it now because I don't want you to don't create your profile as yet. So what Etsy does is Etsy favors new people. So they kind of trial you. As you create your Etsy shop, they will trial you and put you in people's faces. And if people are not interested, now you've got an unfair advantage because you have just created the shop without and you're not ready, you know? So I want us to create the product first, like maybe create 3 products or 4, 5 products together. And then when we launch our Etsy shop, we are uploading a product each day, 5 days in a row, and Etsy will see the effort that you're putting in as well. So don't create your Etsy shop as yet. I will tell you when you need to create it, but that's the platform we're going to focus on. Don't tell a single soul. We're going to focus on organic traffic. And I do have a video as well. I think I sent it to the Cornerstone Club explaining what's the difference between Etsy and Shopify. Shopify is, imagine a standing alone store. What's a standing alone store that I can compare it to? Like a Seattle coffee. Like a Seattle coffee. People who go to Seattle coffee are people who love Seattle coffee. Like, it's a brand. People love it. They love that coffee. I take Seattle over Starbucks or whatever. It's that kind of thing. And then there is Etsy. Etsy is a mall where you walk into a mall. In your mind, I'm going to H&M, and then you end up seeing there's a sale at Zara, and then you end up walking into Zara. So it's like a mall with so many shops. So Etsy kind of puts out everyone's product over there, and you are just looking for a budget planner, and now you've got all of these shops, and you can decide which one works and is aligned with you. So that's basically Etsy. That's the best way I can explain it. You're putting a shop in a mall, in an online mall. Number 3, when you have Shopify, it's pay fast. So that's how you're going to be accessing your payments. Number 4 is ChatGPT. Everyone has ChatGPT, right? Yes, we all use. If you don't use ChatGPT, AI is not going anywhere. You must keep up. Don't be left behind. Well, if you're in this program, you are going to keep up, because I'm going to make sure you know how to use AI. That's going to help you be efficient and be like your second brain, to be honest. you know. Number 5, Google Sheets and Docs. You know how much I love Google Sheets. All my spreadsheets are made from Google Sheets, but we're going to use it for quite a few things just to help us with organization. I've also created a Google Sheets planner, content planner, and I've sent it to you guys. Don't use it as yet because I'm going to I've also added another tab at the bottom called 100 viral hooks for short content. So I'm going to keep adding there up until we use it. Then ManyChat. ManyChat is just automations. As you can see, ManyChat is quite pricey, so you don't have to get it now. There's also Linktree, which also does the DM automations, and I will show you how as well. But ManyChat does it nicely because ManyChat, what you can do is offer a freebie. I want us to create a freebie, but not today. But I want us to create a freebie, which is going to be something simple like a checklist. Like for me, it will be like a financial freedom checklist. So if you get this checklist for free and you see what you are not ticking and what you're ticking and what you need to work on, then ManyChat, what it can do, it can upsell for you. So the people who downloaded the checklist, it can also send them another DM like, hey, I also offer one-on-one coaching or whatever. And that's what's nice about ManyChat. It automatically nurtures your leads for you. You've created once, which is like digital product, and it's available to nurture your leads for you. And then lastly, CapCut. So that is to edit your short videos. Canva is free. There's also Pro. I use Pro because I use it literally every day. I used it to create these slides. Let me know if you want me to do a video on how I create slides. Shopify is $1 for the first 3 months. So that's why I want you to only get Shopify when you are sure you're going to start making sales from Shopify, because after 3 months, it's $25 a month. But I pay for the 12-month thing because I don't like paying monthly. I don't like monthly debit orders. So that dollar, you want to kind of use it when you know for sure there's money coming in. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to lose that $1 a month access when you could be using it when you do have money coming in to start saving for after the 3 months when you have to pay for $25 a month. PayFast charges 2% of every sale. Not bad. It's not bad. I don't see a big difference. I did do the masterclass. You know, the masterclass where I did for 10 Rand? That was a bit hectic. Like 2% on 10 Rand. But yeah, anyways, ChatGPT is free. I use the Pro one though, because I like the AI images and stuff. And Google Sheets is free. Google is free. Right now you're on Google. Google is free. ManyChat has a cost. It does have a free trial, but it quickly ends. I don't know how to explain it, because they give you a free, I think 100 automations. And if you have a video that just goes viral, that means a lot of people comment like now or join or me or whatever you said they must comment. That means it's going to send those out and then it just runs out and now your free trial is done. And then people who are commenting after that are not receiving anything. So you might as well just get the paid one when you're ready. We're going to start with Linktree. And then CapCut is free, but now they've got a lot of good editing options that are in the Pro side. So you might end up having to pay the Pro one, which is $140 a month. Yeah. But then you can also edit videos on Canva. Hey, Reels. You can edit your Reels on Canva. And also TikTok. TikTok is good for editing Reels. Yeah, but you need to. Oh, and also not TikTok only. Instagram has also released edits. Yeah, that one's also free. But we'll get to that not now. But those are the platforms and softwares you need to get ready to have your business to automate itself. Then you're not individually emailing everyone, answering every single DM. You know, you're asleep. If someone is DMing you and you're asleep, that's a hot lead, and you end up answering them when you're awake, and now they're no longer interested. They've gone cold. I'm now speaking a very sales language. Basically, when someone messages you, they're interested in whatever it is that they saw that you post. And if you don't answer them right now, you could lose them. So you need AI to help you. Okay. Now let's get into digital products. Let me see what the time. Okay, I've got like 30 minutes. Digital products, scratch products, remove products. If you wrote down digital products, I want you to call it digital tools. That's when it changed for me. When I stopped looking at like it's a product that I need to make money from, I started looking at it like it's a tool that's going to help someone. It changed. I started to create tools. Everything has to be valuable and helpful. It's not just about me making a quick buck. It's about whoever purchases it finds that transformation. It must transform that person's life. So we are creating digital tools. Okay, write it down. So I've got a bit of some little reviews over here. There's quite a lot of them. I just picked, the ones that I found on some of my digital products. Malvina, best decision ever. Thank you so much, Norma, for all the work you're doing. I came across your work on TikTok and I made a promise to myself to make changes in my life. And with your product, it's becoming possible. Keep on doing the work. And she had bought the saving challenges. Those are saving challenges. Those are digital. They're digital products. This one bought the ultimate budget Google Sheet. I've been searching for an easy and simple budget spreadsheet, and this one is gold. I really love the concept and layout, and I like that it's a guy. Hey, not to say there's anything wrong with girls. No, it's just that I never get guys who like, purchase my stuff. The features installed in this spreadsheet is amazing and will assist me in reaching my goals. Thank you so much, Nomazdiary. Diaries. And the other one was a debt bundle, like this other debt bundle of tracking your credit card payments. I've removed it from the shop though. I think I'm just going to create a whole massive debt bundle. Maybe that can be my digital tool that I created, you guys. Anyways, I managed to close my Capitec credit card. Now it's easy for me to track my remaining debts and to see which one to roll over the previous installment to. With consistency, I'll be debt-free by next 2025. I probably should follow up with her. So these are digital product reviews. I never met anyone. I never emailed anyone. I created this thing once. They bought it and they got the product and it transformed their lives. And that's what you want to do. You want to create a tool that will transform their lives. I wrote there quite a few tools that you can think of. We're still going to get into it together. Editable templates. These are through Canva. I'm going to teach you how to do that. I've also uploaded a video in our school and in our WAP. Anyone who bought the course, you've got the WAP course layout available. I uploaded before the bootcamp. This one will go up. There is how I created the workbook template. That video is going to change your life, but also I will do these live with you as well. Editable templates are the future. When you can create a template on Canva and you share it with someone and they just click on it and they can just add their logo, add their picture, add their name, whatever, and it looks like they created it for a presentation or for a baby shower or whatever. People love that. Audio course, so explaining how-to guides, this kind of thing, what I'm doing right now, but just not showing your face. It's more audio. That's a tool as well where people listen to it, like affirmations and stuff, manifestations and whatever, and they follow along and it transforms their life or whatever. Also audiobooks. Some people buy like audiobooks where, as a mom, I can't sit down and just read a novel right now because I'm so busy with Scarlett. So I'd rather listen to it in audiobook. So those kind of things also are doing well. Video courses like us right here, planners, digital planners, using iPads or even PDF. Printable arts, any artists over here, dollars is art. People like that. Kids like having those beautiful arts in the house. Those, like I've got the little prints over here. They've got some Bible verses about women. One is about the Proverbs 31, the other one's about Ruth, the other one is about Esther. Like those kind of digital arts, I buy them from Etsy, and then I just need to get a frame because I know a frame makes every art look much more beautiful. But you know what I mean? Like printable arts, those are nice. Coloring pages for kids, that's important. And also not just for kids, it's also adult ones. And ebooks. So those can be like your recipes, anyone who's good at cooking, anyone who reversed diabetes. Like I went through that journey when I reversed my gestational diabetes, if I should put it that way, by changing my diet. I could write an ebook for other pregnant women who have been diagnosed with gestational diabetes and put it on Etsy that is hyper specific on who am I talking to. Pregnant women who are diagnosed with gestational diabetes. Here's the recipe, here's the meal plan that changed and reversed my diabetes. Like those kind of things you can offer. So now let's talk about the 7-step framework. This is the only framework that you need to use. Don't complicate it. Don't add any more steps. This is the only one. And this is the only one also when you have your own shop, like Shopify, like mine, like a website. Step number 1, we need to find your selling product, your tool. What digital tool are you going to be selling? So we're going to go through the process of finding that. Step number 2 is then to create that product. Number 3 is to list the product. So put it on a shop, put it on where someone can get access to it. But what you need to do as well is link a payment processor. So basically pay fast. So how can someone pay for it? You don't want people, I started like this and it was bad. That's how I moved to Etsy and I did my research and all of that. Where people would EFT send you the proof of payment and then you email them, like, that's bad. Those days are gone. There's automations now. So you're going to connect your listed product to a payment processor, whether it is PayPal or whatever. I don't like PayPal, but if you have good experience with it, then you can use it. But we'll talk about that closer to the time. Then the big and the stressful one for a lot of people is marketing your product. Creating a product, finding a product, listing a product is not going to be a problem. A problem for a lot of people is marketing the product. Because we overthink it. Because we're looking at other influencers that have been doing it for years and years. And you're like, wow, I wish I could record a video like that, or edit like that, or speak like that, or had a microphone like that, or look like that, or whatever. We're going to make the most simple strategy of marketing your product. Okay, so don't stress about that. Okay, so marketing your product. And let's say one person finds your product and loves it. So let's say, for example, one of you are creating a worksheet for children who have ADHD to know how to count in a fun way, or learn how to put sentences together in a fun way. Those are the worksheets you're going to create for moms who have kids who just can't seem to focus, Let's say that's your product. And you market it, you market it, you market it. And again, when I say market it, I'm not saying you're going to be like, hi guys, please buy my worksheet. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I will show you how to put things out there. You just market it, market it, market it, and then someone is interested and they comment, hey, where can I buy this? The problem here is, number one, they could say, hey, where can I buy this? And you're not on your phone. Or you could say, hey, please use the link on my bio. And the link on your bio is probably not sending them straight to where they need to go. So that's why automating your comments and having a call to action with every single video is going to change everything for you, because at the end of every single video, or there's going to be words at the top of the video, for this comment, yay, or please, or now, or yes, whatever the comment is, that is going to trigger an automation where you will specifically and directly DM through an automation that says, here's the link, I'm excited. Please also give me your email, or take a picture for me once your son or your daughter uses it, or your child, or whatever. Like, it feels very personal. And it also feels like you're so efficient. Like, oh, okay, I've got the link, let me get into it. Okay, so then your link sends them there, they buy it, and what happens now? They have to receive it. So that's another automation. Okay, and then after that, you are going to now go back into your productivity plan and ask yourself, step number 7, which is not there, what worked? What made them comment? What did I say in that video that worked? And that's why I want us to do a 90-day challenge. In the first 30 days, I want to kind of audit everyone's Instagram or whatever it is platform you're going to be using. I recommend TikTok. I will audit everyone's and be like, okay, this worked, this doesn't work. Let's repeat this video again. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of have a game plan of what works, what doesn't. But at first, I want you to look at it like an experiment. You are just experimenting. Don't put pressure on yourself to get a sale, but you're just experimenting, and you're just going to show up as if you are making loads of money. All right, now that we have an idea of what it means to think like a CEO, and the framework of what I need to do every single day and every single time I am uploading a video, and what is it that the customer is expecting when they reach out to me, all of that. Now you need to actually figure out, what can I create? What product can I create? And remember, I want you to remove your family and friends. I don't want you to worry about what my family and friends are going to think, because remember, we're going to create a whole new Instagram profile or a whole new TikTok profile. And we're also going to be using Etsy, where you don't know anyone and no one knows you. It's going to be just a professional platform where they can find this because it solves this. If it's something for children, as I made an example, you create a worksheet for children to help them learn how to focus when they are doing maths. People know that I go to this platform on Etsy for this. If it is, like for me, for example, with finance, I could open my Etsy and it's just going to be focused on saving challenges for kids, which is what is launching in 2026 in Nomazdiary, by the way. And that's going to be the focus for my Etsy. It's just going to be where you can find everything on how to teach your children about money, but no one knows who owns this shop. It's just a shop where I need to buy this and go. We're not building a brand as yet there, because we are testing what product works and what doesn't. That's what Etsy is going to be. Once you find the product that works, that's what happened with me with Etsy. Once I found the product that works, I then moved that product and I started putting it a lot on Instagram. And then I started my shop. Okay, so Ikigai. Ikigai. I know you guys know how much I love the Ikigai. So some of you have already done your Ikigai, which is cool. Ikigai, this right here, Ikigai, is a Japanese term for it translates exactly as your reason for being. That's literally the translation for Ikigai. So being, like human being, the reason why you are here, the reason why you were created as a human being in this world. Why did God create you? Because if God was done with you, you wouldn't be here. And if God had no purpose for you, he was not going to create you. So you were created for a reason. But what is it? Now, it's been so hard for us to find our ikigais, our sweet spots, our reason for being, which we're going to get into shortly. It's been so hard because we have been so programmed to focus on money. But when we focus on money, we attract jobs. But when we focus on our purpose, our reason for being, we're going to attract the people who we are meant to be serving, and they're naturally going to pay you for what you're offering. So money will come anyway. When you seek first God's kingdom, everything else will fall into place. What is God's kingdom? And I know others that have been into my life before, they know I've talked about this. Kingdom is two words. King, a king, and then dome is domain. A king rules there. So a king has domain over this place, over this thing. So what is that? Where does our king rule? In us, in the world. Our king is the creator of the universe. So when you seek first what's in you, because remember, you are the temple of God, who is the king ruling over you. You are God's kingdom. When you're seeking you, when you're trying to find what God has created in you, that seed that God had planted in you when he made you, and you find it, and it brings such joy and it fills your cup, because now it doesn't even feel like you have to try so hard to do something. It just flows. Everything is just effortless. Like, I enjoy doing this. Some people, have you met people who just enjoy what they're doing? Enjoy baking, or enjoy driving people, like the Uber driver or whatever, or enjoy public speaking. Like, some people just enjoy what they do. They found what God has brought them here for, their ikigai, why they're here, and how they can serve the world, because the world needs what I offer. Money flows after that. So when you seek God's kingdom, when you seek your reason for being here, everything else falls into place. So how do we find, though, this ikigai? There's 4 main questions that the ikigai does ask. And I do have a video in the brand, Build Your Brand course. So I kind of changed them up here for the digital product. Question number 1 is, what lights me up, even if no one paid me for it? Think about it. What lights me up? And I do have worksheets for you, so I don't want you to worry about trying to write all the questions. I'll send them to you. Let me see if I can open it. But ask yourself, what lights me up? Even if I'm not getting paid, I could do this. And I know like some people would think their answers are silly. There's no silly answer. I always make an example with Trevor Noah. I created this for you guys. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it to you. I always make an example with Trevor Noah. He used to like making people laugh. Steve Harvey as well, and now they are millionaires. My mom loves cleaning, and if I say that to her, it sounds like I'm like being rude or something. She loves it. Like she could go on and on. Like she could just remove, like cupboards and clean over there, like spotless, like really organization. She loves it. She loves that. And now when I told her that, I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2020 during COVID, because I came back like a different person. Gosh. After all this personal development and stuff, I started telling her that I think your ikigai, what light you up, is cleaning. You love cleaning. And she thought I was being rude to her. She took it like I'm saying she's a cleaner. First of all, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, what is wrong with that? But she took it in an offensive way, because in South Africa, there's just this stigma that there is a dirty job and then there is a clean job. So if you're doing something like plumbing, which is important, or if you're doing something like cutting grass, you are treated like you are doing a dirty job. But now I see all these ASMR, TikTok people. I see Mbali Nhlapo cleaning and doing so well. They're in their purpose. They love what they do. And I'm like, Mom, remember I told you that you love cleaning? I wish I actually started recording you when you clean. She cleans and she loves it. There is nothing silly, but you need to dig deep. And don't think, oh, I like that, but don't think like that. Because whatever that is, it is. Don't be like the lady with the oil and says, I've got nothing, just a jar of oil. That jar of oil is what you have, is what God has given you, and it's going to overflow once you start using it. As it started overflowing for her, and she started pouring into the jars and created a business and made money out of it to pay her husband's debt. So ask yourself, what lights you up? And then these are the questions I want you to answer. So I'm going to send you this, and this is going to be kind of like your homework as well. I want you to write 5 topics that you can talk about for hours. Like needs, making money, and managing your money. I could talk about that. I remember I was with my cousins and I started doing their retirement. I was still doing my other cousins' retirement planning, sitting there. I was like, you need this much. How much do you want there? Okay, so if we times it by 12 months, this is what you need. And I was like, and he was like, whoa, I just heard a whole lot of millions. I'm stressed now. No, how many millions do I need? I'm just like flowing, not realizing that I'm overwhelming people, because this is not what they used to, What is it that you could talk about for hours and hours and hours? Right now, you probably don't know. So maybe you can ask other people, what do I like talking about? What do I like doing? And you can see that it lights me up. Like how I told my mom, she didn't know that what lights her up is cleaning. She thought she's just cleaning because everyone cleans. I was like, no, Mom, people don't like cleaning. You find it exhausting. You love it. You can go on and on and on. So what is it? What is the topics that you love talking about that really light you up, that you can just go on and on and on? What are 3 activities that make you lose track of time? I don't know if you guys can see this. What are 3 activities that make you lose track of time? For me, it's editing videos. I love editing videos. I just zone out. I would zone out. Like, I would edit videos the whole day, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's 4 o'clock and I haven't eaten. So ask yourself, what is it that you love to do that makes you lose track of time? I love journaling. I love writing. I love designing. I love Canva. 3 things people always come to you for advice about. What do people come to you for? Is it advice on marriage? I don't know. Is it about hair? Is it about health? Is it about money? I don't know. What do people actually come to you about? Like, I'm trying to think, what do people go to my aunt for? Oh, my aunt is good at politics. She loves politics. Like, she knows everything. I don't know. So that she could literally start a podcast and everyone would listen to her. She is very polished when it comes to like, oh, Umkwanas, he used to be there first and then did that. I'm like, oh, I just discovered Umkwanas. I thought it was new. I don't know. Like, she knows everything. So you need to ask yourself, what is it that people come to you to like talk to about and advise about and like get your input on? There is something. You're gonna obviously write it down over here. And what are 2 ways you love to help or express yourself creatively? Like, how do you help yourself? What is it that you like to do? How do you express yourself? For me, it's this, writing and like teaching. So I want you to really think deep. You might not know the answers right now. It's a bit overwhelming. It's crazy. You've never thought of this because you're always thinking about other people. You're always pouring into other people's cups that you kind of forget about you. So I want you to dig deep into who you are. What is it that you actually love? What lights you up? Number 2, what are you actually good at? So now you know that this is what you love, but are you actually good at it? I love teaching, but I'm actually good at it. I love design, but am I actually good at it? So ask yourself, what are you good at it? 5 things you naturally feel like this, I can just do this. I wrote some examples there: communication, design, explaining, solving problems. There's way more. 3 tools or platform that you feel like you're good at right now. For me, like Canva, Google Sheets, Adobe, Photoshop, and Premiere Pro. What are 3 tools you would say you're good at? What are 2 things people compliment you on? What do people compliment you on? And because we compare ourselves a lot and, we don't see what other people see in us. When people compliment us, we quickly like shut it down. Like, oh, thanks. Okay, whatever. Like, you just quickly stop. Then you're like, oh, what is it that people actually compliment me on? What is it that people compliment me on? Making things look aesthetic. You have like nice interior design skills, and what is it? Okay, so now you know what you love and you know what you're good at. So maybe you love cooking and you're good at it. So once you love something and you're good at it, that is now your passion. Because you can do this and it doesn't feel like a job. My husband doesn't love cooking, but he's good at it. He's a chef. Well, he now works with me, but that's why he left. He didn't mind like just leaving everything because I needed an assistant and he was like, I'll do it. But yeah, he's really good at it. He doesn't love it. Now, the problem is when you're good at something, I'm good at cooking, but I don't love it, but it makes me money, it becomes a job. And that's what you want to stay away from. You don't want to do something just because you're good at it and it pays you. You want to do something because you actually love it. It fills up your cup. It lights you up. You can go on and on and on the whole day. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything. And you're good at it. And if you're not good at it, you can work your way to becoming good at it. And now that you found that thing, what do people need that will help them solve a problem? So I'm going to make an example with my husband again. Let's say he loves cooking. Let's say he loves it. He's good at it. And I'm going to make an example with myself again. When I was pregnant and I had to change my diet and I started to eat more low carb, high protein, keto diet vibe, and apple cider vinegar at this time, and he can actually create then a recipe book for pregnant women with gestational diabetes, and people will buy it because it's just going to have exactly what I need to eat at this time. The apple cider vinegar, mix it with, he used to put like lemon, it's good for alkalizing, and something else, and make like a little shot in the morning. That's going to balance out your insulin and your blood sugars and things like that. That's what the world needs. The world needs that. The world needs that. So ask yourself, what are 3 problems people in whatever it is that you love to do and you're good at, whatever your niche is, that's a niche. When you find something that you love to do and you can do it on and on and on, that's your niche. What do people in your niche complain about? People in my niche complain about not having enough money. That's why I've created this program, and not knowing how to pay off debt, and not knowing how to invest and build wealth. So those that already know that. I already know that people in my industry want to know how to make money online, want to know how to pay off debt, and want to know how to build wealth. So when I create my content, it has to tick one of those boxes. So ask yourself, what are 3 problems people in your niche are going through right now? Then add what 3 digital products can help solve this problem. So example for me, it's trackers, templates, budget planners, debt bundles. I had to literally learn Google Sheets. I wasn't born knowing spreadsheets and formulas. Absolutely not. No, I had to learn. Once I realized that, oh my gosh, some people actually don't want to use, especially men, don't want to use a journal. But they also have the same problems. I need to learn how to create a budget spreadsheet that can auto-calculate everything. And I literally enrolled into a course to learn about formulas. How to create the formulas. I didn't just know it. I didn't study Power BI and data analytics. I wish I did. I think I would have actually enjoyed that industry, IT. But ask yourself, what are 3 digital products that could help solve the problem of the people in my niche? And I like to do it effortlessly, and I'm good at that. Maybe they want to learn how to speak in public. Maybe they want to learn how to lose weight or how to gain weight. Maybe they want to homeschool their kids. Whatever. I already know that people in my niche need to know how to make money online, because you can't have 2 jobs, but you need more money, and you just need something that's going to work. That's the point where I was in. And I want you to also add 3 things you personally wish existed to make your life easier. What are those? That will be interesting to see, actually. Guys, when you answer this, please share it in the group. Don't be shy. Last one. What can make you money? So obviously now you already know the digital product. Which one can make you money? How much energy each one would take to create? 1 to 10, rate it. The different products that you might have an idea of, rate them each. This one will take all my energy, 5. Oh, spreadsheets, oh gosh, 10. You know, it took all my energy. I cried. Like, I was getting these formulas wrong, and it wasn't looking like how I wanted to look. I had to start again. I don't know where I messed up, and I'm trying to do this formula, and then it goes error, and I'm like, oh no, what did I do wrong? And I just kept trying and trying and trying and trying, and now I could just go equals sum if, count if to comma. Like now I know, but I didn't start like that. Which ones could you make in a weekend? Which product can you make in a weekend? Okay, so now that we answered those questions, some of you haven't answered, some of you have thought about it, some of you are writing down notes. You're now going to find your sweet spot, and we're going to get ChatGPT to help us with that. So this is going to be one of your homeworks this weekend, and then we're going to get into the calendar. Okay, so now that you kind of have an idea of what you love, what you're good at, what people need, and how can I make money from it, you need to find that one thing. And if you watch my Ikigai video that I recorded 3 years ago, in my sweet spot was being a financial advisor, and I thought I'm not qualified to do that, but it was in my sweet spot, and now I am a financial advisor. But yeah, the Ikigai, you will not go wrong. But that's what helped me start my journey in the first place. And I started posting content on personal finance because I realized that I do enjoy it. And also, I don't want you to get burnt out, because if you are juggling a full-time job, if you are a mom, if you are a wife, that means you are busy. You are busy. So I don't want you to get burnt out. I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. Out of these products, does this feel exciting or heavy? Get the one that feels exciting. Would I still enjoy talking about this in 6 months? Would I still enjoy recreating it in 6 months? Does it fit into my lifestyle creating this? Okay, so if you found that one product, for me, it was my budget planners, and it feels like peace, excitement at the same time, you found your digital Ikigai. And this is the ChatGPT prompt that I want us to use. So what you're going to do, you're going to copy this. I don't want to use the ChatGPT that I've used before because it knows me. You're going to copy this, and let me see if I can find a different ChatGPT. Okay, let's use this one here. Let me see. I haven't used this ChatGPT. I've got another one that knows me. Like, it literally knows me. It says, "Hi, Noma, how can I help you?" So I don't want to use that one. I want to be like a stranger. Okay, so you're going to paste the prompt. So you're going to first do your exercise, copy the prompt that I have on your worksheet, paste it on your ChatGPT, and it says, "I've completed an Ikigai exercise to find a digital product idea that I'll enjoy I'll enjoy creating and selling on Etsy or Shopify. Here are my answers. And then over here it says, what I love, you're going to put your answer here. What I'm good at, you're going to put your answer here. What people need, you're going to put your answer here. And what can make money, you're going to put your answer here. So I already had some answers. So I'm going to quickly just paste them here. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's going on my throat. What I love. So I love organizing my finances, designing planners, and helping others stay consistent. So I'm going to copy that answer and I'm going to paste it on what I love. So once you've filled in your worksheet, even if you use Google Sheets, that will be easier because you can just copy and paste, like you just fill in here. I'll just send this and you can just make a copy and then you can edit it. So you can either make file a copy or it will come in a form for you to already make a copy. So what I'm good at, I'm great at creating templates, explaining complicated things simply, and making things look aesthetic. Yeah. So that is me. So I'm gonna paste it here. What people need. So I said here, people struggle to track their savings goals. I could make a cute, easy to use savings tracker. So I add that there. And lastly, what can make me money? I can make budget trackers or digital planners on Canva. So I copied that and I'm pasted here. Hopefully I don't need to log in. As you can see, I haven't logged in on this ChatGPT. Okay, now I've pasted my answers. And then it says here, and then at the bottom here it says, based on this, identify 3 to 5 overlapping sweet spots. Themes where all 4 categories connect. Everything has to connect. All these answers has to connect. Whenever ChatGPT is going to recommend for you, it has to connect with all 4 answers. Suggest 10 to 15 specific digital product ideas that fit those themes. The reason why I say 10 to 15, so that you have a variety of ideas. For each include a short product name idea, who the target buyer would be, why this fits my ikigai, and only include ideas that are simple, repeatable, and won't drain my energy. End with the short list of 3 most aligned ideas to start with first. Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT is gonna say. So this is your homework, guys. I want you to fill in that worksheet and then copy the prompt and paste your answers. I'm gonna wait for it to finish. I don't want to look at it a bit. And like I said, this ChatGPT doesn't know me, so it's not going to be biased. You know, it's not going to be like, oh, hi, Norma, you can do your budget trackers like how you always do. I want to see what this one is going to say. Done. Oh, look at this. So much. Hey, look at this. It's just going on, eh? Done. Okay, it's done. All right, let's have a look and see how ChatGPT answered. Ikigai sweet spot themes. These themes were your passion, strengths, market needs, and income potential intersect. So number 1 is aesthetic finance organization, designing pretty intuitive tools that help people manage money. Simple and consistent habits for saving, helping people build small, repeatable money-saving routines. Beginner-friendly budgeting education, I like that. So teaching and guiding people who are overwhelmed or just starting. I like that, actually, like creating a beginner-friendly budget guide. Like maybe like an audio course, as I mentioned earlier. Customizable Canva templates for financial goals. So providing editable digital planners people can personalize and reuse. Okay. So those are like my spreadsheet. Motivational and visual money trackers, offering cute motivational visuals to make saving feel fun and tangible. Okay, so these are the product ideas. Now you're going to have a look at these ideas and I want you to pick one. Whatever your answers are, I want you to pick one idea. So ChatGPT gave me, what is it, 15? Yeah, ChatGPT gave me 15. The aesthetic budget boss. Okay. This is for young adults, students learning to budget. I actually don't have something for students. That's interesting. Combines your design skills and love for financial organization into a stylish, repeatable planner. Okay. Savings jar tracker bundle. People saving for specific goals like vacations, wedding. Oh, okay, so like specific to vacation, like to events, whatever the event is. Minimalist monthly money planner for busy professionals wanting simple financial clarity. That's more my style. Debt snowball dashboard. Okay, I have that. No spend challenge tracker kit. Doing 30-day challenges to cut spending. I do have it, but I like that. I like the name. Cute and simple budget envelopes. Okay, I have that. Savings goal vision board template. Interesting. So as you can see, Canva budget template for freelancers. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So as you can see, it's going to give you a whole lot of ideas. I want you to pick one. And if you're not happy with ideas, you tell ChatGPT, give me more ideas. And then it says top 3 most aligned ideas. Because remember, we said, give me the top 3 most aligned. So it's a savings jar tracker bundle, a budget planner starter kit, beginner focused, and annual savings challenge pack. Okay, next step, start with one product. As I said, test it on Etsy, as we're going to do, and use Canva to design, as we're going to do, literally, as everything that we're going to do. Expand each product into bundles over time to scale, as we're going to do. Does this seem easy to create? Kind of. Gives you a bit of an idea of what I need to do first. This is basically step 1. There's more to come. There is more to come. So this is basically what you're going to do as homework right now. And I want you to pick one product. Just pick one. So I could probably say budget planner starter kit, annual savings. I could actually literally copy this and paste it and say, I pick that one. And you just let ChatGPT give you ideas. 52-week challenge, a 12-month challenge, a seasonal challenge, visual engaging challenge, perfect for the ones who love design, habit balance, beginner friendly, and it gives you some product ideas. The ultimate savings challenge pack, 52-week money magic. That is so cool. Look at that. I want you to play around with this and get one idea, and we're just going to hone into that idea and actually make it come alive. And you know when your life will change is when you make that first sale. When that person buys that product of yours, let's say we're going to list it on Etsy for $15, that pack or that bundle that we're going to create together, and we list it on Etsy for $15. When that first order comes in, you are going to just, I remember feeling like, making money online is not hard. You just need to know what you are doing. Okay, so this is homework number 1, and please could you touch base with us in the group to say I found my products that I'm going to work on, so that obviously next week when we're creating our mission statements and stuff, we have a bit of an idea of what we are doing. And then homework number 2 is our calendars. Yeah. Okay, so now that we have figured out how we're going to find our ikigai, which is not going to be overnight. It's going to take some time. Actually, in the spiritual world, New Age world, they call it shadow work, basically, when you come head to head with your limiting beliefs and you kind of like look at yourself. It's like a part of you comes out and you look at yourself and you say, this is not who I want to be. You get rid of that person that is negative, that person that is telling you that you're not enough, or marketing is what's going to stop you from achieving your goals, or things like that. So you're kind of going to come face to face with yourself as you're doing your ikigai by finding it. What is it that fills your cup? What is it that you love? It's hard to find those things when you always focus on other people. It's hard to find those things. So you need to start focusing on you and filling your cup up, because you can only give when your cup is full. Another thing, I want you to do a time audit. We're about to be finished. So our lives are going to be just like 2 hours. I want you to do a CEO schedule. CEOs have a game plan. They know exactly what they're doing in the morning. They know exactly what they're doing in the evening. They're not winging it. They're not like, just walking, hey, there is a meeting. Oh, really? Oh, wait, let me go in there. No, they're reading you. They're really prepped. They really planned for it. So I want you to treat yourself like a CEO. Have self-meetings, quiet time. I have self-meetings where I sit down and I plan my day, where I see what are my priorities for the week. What do I need to achieve today? I cannot go to bed without achieving this, because if I don't, that means it's going to pile up to tomorrow. You cannot procrastinate. You cannot put other people before you. Even though your job pays you money, I know that. But if it doesn't fill your cup up, then it shouldn't come before you. If it means you're waking up an hour early to have your quiet time while you're doing your Bible study and your prayer, to work on your mindset. Because I remember when God says, trouble will come, but that trouble is also going to create that character, that endurance, and that endurance is going to create that hope. Because now you'll know how to handle everything. Well, not everything, but everything that is trouble. It helps when you go through bad times, because when it happens again, you know how to handle it. So I want you to audit your time. What are you actually spending your time doing? Have you ever asked yourself that? What am I spending my time doing? Like right now, we're about to finish at 8 o'clock. What is your plan? What's your game plan now at 8? Maybe you're going to be cooking. Maybe you're going to be spending time being wifey or being mommy, or maybe you're going to be doing this. Maybe you're going to be sitting down, answering your ikigai and going on ChatGPT and having a look and see, what does ChatGPT recommend for what I love to do, for what I enjoy, for what I'm good at, for what the world needs, and how can I make money from this? But I want you to create a CEO calendar. I did also share in the workbook that I sent how my calendar actually looks. And I can also show you as well. This week, I had a busy week. I'm always busy though. This is how my calendar looks. Like literally there's school drop off, homework out, prayer and meditation. That has to be in my calendar. If it's not in my calendar, I'm not going to get a notification, and I'm going to just drop off Skylar and come and sit at home and do nothing up until I see my first meeting. These slides that we are looking at today, they are on my calendar. I literally had to work on them. Pick up Skylar. Meeting my mom. I meet my mom every Tuesday at 5. I want you to create an intentional CEO calendar. When I'm going to do my hair and nails, it's usually on my calendar. Yeah, nails appointment over there. Here, this weekend, me and KB, we were away. We didn't go anywhere. I was just not working. And my mom picked up Skylar here because we were just having normal KB time. Have a normal day. Have a tebogo day, have a fundi day. Like, it's just me. And put it in your calendar. Be very intentional with everything that you do. And once you start auditing every step and where your time is going, you're going to start realizing, oh my gosh, I was wasting time with that. I was just, I can't afford to just sit and watch the Kardashians, even though I love them, but I can't just sit and watch them because they have made it. I haven't. No, on my normal day I can, because I'm going to have a normal day. You have to have a normal day. A normal day is I'm not thinking about work. I'm not thinking about content. I'm not thinking about anything. That's a normal day. And then I have a Norma and KB day because he needs time with me. On my normal day, I'm watching the Kardashians. I'm binge watching on Love and Hip Hop and Rashida and all of that stuff. But every other day, I am podcasting. The Diary of a CEO. Would you like me to share those podcasts that I recommend that we listen to? Yeah. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. And if you are blessed enough to have a job where it is a desk job, like how I used to have, and used to have it, I used to have my headphones all the time. I would literally just listen to podcasts about being a CEO. Like the Diary of a CEO is the best. I think it's the best one. And there's different topics. These other topics where it's just like, okay, whatever. But there's some topics about how the brain works. Like those kind of things. They change your perspective. Like, oh my gosh. Like there is a movie. I used to love this series, Harry Potter. I know you all know it. And I don't know if you saw this TikTok video that was kind of trending about Harry Potter. Diary of a CEO, yes, I love it too. And in Harry Potter, the Order of the Phoenix, when Ron Weasley had to lead Quidditch. Quidditch is like sports, like they sports where they run around, they fly around basically. And, you know, he's representing Gryffindor for the team. And he was so nervous, like he was so nervous he couldn't do it. He was just like, Harry, I'm going to tell the team captain that I can't do this. You need to find someone else who's going to lead the team. I can't do this. And Harry had just got a potion called Liquid Luck. So if you drink this potion, this bottle of water, it was like this small, you're going to have luck. You're just going to have a lot of luck, like a luck streak. So Harry pretended to pour the potion in Harry's water. And Harry was like, oh, you're using like your liquid luck on me. And Harry was like, just drink the water. And he drank the water. And he was like, let's go. And he literally led the team to victory. They won Quidditch that day. He was so proud of himself and they were carrying him and so happy. And Harry showed Hermione, the other friend, that I didn't pour anything in there. It's all here. Once he believed he could do it, he did. Once you believe you could do it. So it's all about understanding how the brain actually works. The brain actually doesn't know what's real and what's not real. You could think of something so sad and you start crying even though it hasn't happened. Just because the brain doesn't know. So why don't we start thinking of only what we want to achieve? Why don't we change this then? Why don't we pretend we all have a drink of liquid luck and create the product like it's going to make you millions and post like you're going to find your clients today? Why can't we operate in that way of liquid luck? Because the brain doesn't know. And you know what that is called? That's called faith. When you believe on what you have not seen as yet, it's called faith. Okay, so I want you to dedicate an hour for the next 7 days up until I see you again next week, Friday, journaling and analyzing people who are doing what you want to do. So once ChatGPT is going to give you ideas of what is it that you need to be doing according to your Ikigai. So let's say, for example, ChatGPT recommends you do budget planners. I want you to start journaling and writing more of what kind of planner do you want yours to be like? What do you want it to be like? What, spiritual, or do you want it to be just this? And then look at people who are doing the same thing. So that could be me. So you look at, what does Norma do? What does she talk about? What video of Norma went viral? What are people under the comments asking for? So you start kind of analyzing people who are doing what is it that you want to do. And then you write notes. Just write notes. Write notes. Dedicate an hour a day. Put it in your calendar. Take a screenshot of your calendar. Put it in the group of your analyzing moments, your analyzing hour, your journaling hour, your Norma days. Put your name day, like this is my day, and be very intentional. In the next 7 days, it's going to be about your ikigai and actually analyzing what people who are doing what ChatGPT says you should be doing are doing. I hope that makes sense. All right, so I'll see you next week, Friday, where we're going to be creating our mission statements. So please, can you have your ikigais and stuff done? Because when we create our mission statements, it's going to work very well with our ikigais, with what we have found and what we are meant to be doing internally on this session. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week. And yeah, please just take it serious. You paid a lot of money to be here, and I won't be here after. Let me record these. I love these things. I really love these things. I won't be here on the next 5-6 days. Obviously, I'm going to be on WhatsApp, but what's going to motivate you is basically focusing on what is it that you want to do. Don't focus on what you don't have right now. Don't focus on how hard it is. Focus on what the dream life you want to have. What is your CEO self doing? What is your CEO self like? I want you to focus on that one. Yeah, and I'll see you guys on the next live and on WhatsApp, of course. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend. I'm glad you all enjoyed. Thank you so much. I'll send you all the replay. You can rewatch it if you need to. Thank you. You're welcome.